I think the problem I was facing was that I had a general sense of dissatisfaction with my work. I was still getting good reviews. My team was still doing really, really well. But I just felt like I was missing something. I wasn't really sure what it was, and I wanted to explore that with someone. Coaching has helped give me a renewed sense of personal purpose. It's allowed me to understand what I really enjoy doing in my work and also understand maybe what I don't like doing. And in doing so, has helped me identify what I should try to change and what I should keep doing in the future. So coaching is a really unpredictable journey. It started slowly, as it's hard even to identify what the issues are in the first place. There's something vaguely out there in the fog, and you've got to try and get an impression of what it is. Then, once those objectives were clear, which Alex was a great help with doing, it was much easier to focus on the issues at hand and work with Alex to get through them. My biggest win from coaching was renewing my sense of professional value and giving me back some faith in my abilities, which has allowed me to go on and build my career further. Challenging. One of my first conversations with Alex was to agree that we would take the gloves off in our discussions. Pursuing personal change with someone you don't know requires openness and honesty. Sometimes that can be daunting, but it's always definitely worthwhile. So to some extent, you just have to click with the person. So having a trial session and exploring what the relationship might be like is really helpful in that. Alex and I did that together. For me, Alex had a shared professional background prior to his coaching career, and that was really helpful to open conversations. But as well as that, I simply found him really honest and approachable, which are characteristics I find I appreciate most in any relationship. The best thing about coaching with Alex is the opportunity to talk freely with someone who's impartial about your career and work life. It's a very refreshing thing to do. There are some things you can't talk openly about with colleagues. Friends and family are great resources and a friendly ear, but there are barriers to open conversations, both socially and potentially around expectations in personal relationships. So having the chance to thrash things out with Alex without any preconceptions is really, really valuable. I've got a much better appreciation of my professional value and my selling points. I've also refreshed my perspective on my career going forward and what I'd like to achieve in the future. Without coaching, I almost certainly would have just stumbled on for some time in my existing role, becoming disenfranchised and then basically sort of jumping ship to the first new thing that came along, regardless of whether that was the right thing for me or not. So working with Alex helped me really clearly define what I wanted to do in future, remotivated me for the present, and allowed me to keep my eyes open for the right thing to do next, to just not just the next thing that came along. Yeah, talking to strangers more deeply than that simple small talk can be really daunting, especially when discussing your career, how you feel about work, and what you want to do in the future. It's like, what if you feel judged, or your dreams are belittled, or someone says, "Oh no, there's no way you can do that." So, opening up fully, which is what you got to do to get to the real value, is difficult. But Alex is a great professional. He puts those fears to rest with his very welcoming approach. It's still a challenge, but it doesn't feel frightening to do. Yeah, I definitely recommend Alex to others. We've been on a journey together. It's been really helpful, and absolutely I'll be staying in touch with him in the future.